welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today. So this is just a follow on from the video I did 2 ago, where I was just brought in like 5 different species, and I want to just do an update on them just so you can see how they're doing over the last few months. And today it's the same again, and it is with 2 here, which is Xenesthis intermedia, the Amazonian blue bloom. So I think it's called the blue bloom, even though it's pink, pinky purple, jet black. They're going more black, but then pink carapace. But I think it's at some points in their life they have like a blue hue to it, like a sheen to the black on the colour, and that's where they got it from. So without further ado, let's just get into these 2, and I'll show you how I keep them, why I keep them in these, and then how I look after them, and then hopefully we get a good feed in. So let's get into this. So I have them in 2 tubs like this for the minute. The reason I keep them in these is because it's perfect for growth, and the way I've done the holes, but if you can see, this is dipped and rigid, so you can stack it and the air can go down through these channels all the way through here and come out, so you don't block off the top. And then I've done air holes all along the side, and also I like the fact that we've got handles, so I can lift the lid off if I want, but then it's also locked down by these over the top, so it's good for OBT, something you don't want escaping. But these are ideal for the minute until I move upstairs in the next few months. Then it's going to be these new glass enclosures that I'm going to have identical throughout, where I'm putting on the walls, and they'll be on display at all times, and then I don't need to disturb them. So the reason I have these is because I have to move them out of position. I keep them in my cabin to get them on the table, so it's nice to just be able to do it with that, instead of unbalancing it either side and disturb the tarantula. Then you go to feed and it won't take, and then you leave items that go in there, especially if it's like Super Mario worms, and they disappear, go down, and then they turn into a beetle, and they come out with a hard exoskeleton. And if they come out at that stage when your tarantula's in molt, it can actually kill your tarantula, because they can actually bite. So that's why I just use these to transport, which is nice and easy. And then you remember I did all the moss in this one. I don't actually know where it is. Oh, there it is. There's the abdomen. You can see it's nice and dark. And it did moss all the way around. You can see it's done some webbing over here. And she's done a nice chamber. So she's from here to about there with her legs, and she's scrunched up. So they're definitely a good size. But it looks like to me at the minute, she's pulled the moss down into here, and she's blocking this section off. So I don't know if she's getting ready to go into a molt, but let's just see if we can entice her out with her favourite food. Let's see if she'll come up. I'm hoping she'll come out, because at the minute she'll take from here and then go in, but I want you to see the pink. Let's try that again. Here she comes. Oh no, it's going to go under. Let's try another one, and I'll get that one in a second. There we go, look at her, look. And they were, I think they were only like a couple of centimetres when I first got them, but these have got so much attitude. But look at that, I don't know if you can see any bluish sort of colour, but you can definitely see the pink purple on the carapace. But just the black coloration on the legs, it's so deep. And then it also has like orange on the abdomen. I don't know why it didn't take there, I thought it was going to take. I'm not sure if the first one I put in's come out at the bottom and she's gone in to get it. She doesn't miss anything though, they eat everything. There we go, let's try that again. It's going straight towards her. Oh my god, and that one's getting away as well. right under her. You can see what I mean. If you start with the enclosure, it puts them off and they have to reset. But I think there you go, she took that one. But you can see a calicerae, but look at that through the doorway. Looks like a hobbit hole on the hill. But the coloration on that is beautiful. And I've got the abdomen to a good size, but these feed really, really well. And the other one that's in there moving, she'll come out in the evening and she'll get that because it will move around. I've seen them do it before. I think I've lost one and I can't find it, and then the next day she's got it. They pick up on the vibrations and they can dig quite easy. She's got that in her jaws. Lovely. That's a lovely bit of cork bark. But I like the way she's buried it in because I didn't put no moss here at all. So she's done that herself and brought it from up the top and she's put it down and put it down into her burrow. So she wanted it that way. It's absolutely brilliant. So all I do, fill up the water bowl. And then I give a misting, but hopefully it won't put her off. So let's do it over here first. And I just do that over the moss just to bring up the humidity slightly. And I do that every couple of days. I'd say every 2 to 3 days, but I always make sure the water dish is topped up. Looks like I'm spraying a lot, but it just gets soaked up by the cocoa fibre and it will last a couple of days. But I've noticed that when I spray, like I'm getting it all over her now, but when I spray up here, she comes out afterwards. She likes to stand in it. So they do like the humidity there. So, and that's how I normally leave it. And then it will just dry out in a couple of hours, but she's got a water bowl, but you can see she's eating. Well, saying she, I've no idea if that's male or female. But that's the first one, so let me just put this one back and I'll show you the second one. So there's the second one, so water bowl down here, just fill that up. And you can see this one's currently digging. It's dug out a chamber at the back and all of this was covered in moss and it's buried some of it in. So I think this one's a little bit smaller than the other one, doesn't eat that often, but let's just see if I can get this one to come out. Nice big food item. They can detect movement so well, this species. Whoa, went into a threat pose. Should be hungry, it shouldn't be ready to molt, it's already molted a month and a half ago. God, the attitude of that. And disappeared down into its burrow. So unfortunately I can't give you a good look at that one, but it's the same again. It's got a slightly pinkish carapace, but it's a slight difference in coloration on this one. So I'm thinking I've got a male and a female, but I don't know which is which at the minute. I will definitely be able to sex the next molt because they are 2 inches in size now, but they grow super quick. Super quick they grow. And the other one's chunkier than this one, but yeah, both from the same sack, and hopefully I've got one of each. But there we go. So that's it with them. And then I'll just do the exact same again. Mist all the moss that holds the moisture. There we go, you can see the capital. The abdomen's up. Not too happy with that. But I need to give it a good misting. But I don't mist into the hide, I never do. That's its dry, safe area. Everywhere soaked outside, so if it needs moisture it can come out. If it doesn't, it can go in. And like I say, that's all I do, and I do that every couple of days. And there we have it, we'll leave that to eat. So Xenesthis intermedia, definitely one to have if you can get them. I think the spidershop's got them at the minute, but great feeding responses from these, great characters. So I'm going to leave that one to feed. So thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next video.